Hello, everyone. Welcome to Backyard Musings. Look at that smile, broadcasting live from Apple Valley. I'm Steve.
And I'm Scott.
Start us off, Scott.
I am very, very happy today. Very happy about our new president-elect. That was a long night. I mean, I waited up until it was pretty much done, except for a couple of states that they hadn't called yet. But when it went to 270, 277, I was very happy. Yep, I was very happy. I'd been texting with Steve. I text with my sons.
We have a gender reveal. We have a national gender reveal.
Yeah. It's
tell us what the gender.
Well, it's a boy.
It's a boy.
Yeah,
we have a boy.
Yeah, and I mean, he got up there last night and gave his little acceptance speech, I guess, even though it hasn't been conceded on the other side. We were just talking about that before we went live, and which is, I think, very sad.
She's waiting for the lawyers.
You use the term rude. I use the term Bush League. I think it just, she sent out one of her lackeys to send all of her constituency home and her supporters home from, was that Howard University, I think is where they were?
HU.
Yeah.
HU.
And then they said they'll be back tomorrow. And I did hear one comment saying that could be a logistical nightmare because
that's 11 a.m. right now over there.
So, Howard University's, I'm sure, got other things to do besides to let, Kamala come out and cry on the podium. But, come on, have some class and some tact and
at least
get it over with.
Trump this time's not going to make a sign that says office of the president-elect. Come on.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That was. We had to watch that for a couple months, right? From November till January. And
I want to see the end of the Ukraine war. That's what I want to see.
Yep, that's the first thing I thought of was the end of the war, and maybe I think one of the first foreign
cripple Iran, so we can end a war with Israel.
Yeah, and that was one of the comments. I was reading some of the comments from some of the foreign leaders that called him. I guess Benjamin Netanyahu was one of the first guys that called him, and they've already got a really good relationship.
Oh yeah.
And then I don't know what the person's title is, but it's a lady, I guess, which was really surprising.
Margaret Thatcher?
From Iran.
Oh.
And she called and said this election, or she commented to Fox News, I guess, that this election doesn't mean anything for Iran. So hey,
doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, we'll see how that works.
Business as usual, huh?
Yeah, we'll see how that works out for you. So, but yeah, I didn't see any comment from Xi Jinping. But I guess a representative from Russia called and congratulated the president, or president-elect, I think.
A minion did?
Yeah, somebody.
Peskov?
I can't remember the person or the title, but
Lavrov?
It was somebody important. Yeah, somebody with an
Pop off.
Yeah. But yeah, come on, show some class. And I did enjoy seeing the picture of First Lady Jill Biden going and voting in all red.
Yeah, she voted
MAGA
Trump.
red.
She voted Trump.
I'm thinking she voted for Trump. She was looking pretty giddy there.
Kind of stick it to the Dems who threw her husband out to the wolves.
Yeah, and that's gonna be the.
That's why she wore that red.
Yeah, well, I think so. And it's it's going to go down in history that he's the only guy, obviously, that could beat Donald Trump, right?
Right. He's going to go down in history like that.
And he's lost to the two ladies that have attempted to beat him. I mean, they've lost to Donald Trump. That would be Vice President Harris and Secretary of State Clinton. So, it's a good day. One of the comments that I made to my sons was, it's obvious that we've taken control of the Senate, which I think is a good thing.
Yeah.
And the House, for whatever comical reason, is still up in the air because it takes forever to count votes. Which
That's by district.
Yeah, which is just ridiculous.
Some close races.
Yeah. But let's say we do get control of those.
Balance the budget.
Yeah. Let's just not all urinate it away. All right. Let's get something done and be real and utilize the fact that Trump is It's a lame duck going right in, right? He's not. You can't run. He can't run.
I think illegals should do the right thing and head back across the border. They should do the right thing.
Hey, so speaking of that, I heard that there were some districts in Florida and in Texas that had not gone red for since the 1890s,
Oh,
and they went red.
oh,
Yeah. Karl Rove was mentioned this morning on Fox News
I didn't
that
see
he
Wow.
said that this district along down on the southern peninsula of I guess it's not a peninsula, the southern tip of Texas, never been blue or never been red, and is now red. So that just goes to show you that these people don't like what's happening to their border, and they don't like what's happening to their state. And my hat's off to them. You know, hopefully this will be a reckoning in a way. But I did hear a lady talking on the radio from California, talking to a radio broadcaster in New York, saying that she thinks our state's going to turn red. It ain't going to happen.
No.
Not for a while. I would love to see it happen.
Decade.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't had a state. Our state hasn't gone red since I think 1988.
Schwarzenegger.
Well, I mean, as far as president, I don't think we've had anybody vote for president since like 1988. It's been a long time. And Schwarzenegger, I mean, he endorsed Kamala Harris. Come on, he's showing his true colors. Give me a break.
Okay, I got a wish list for cabinet. Right, I want to say it. I was texting with my buddies.
Okay. Let's talk about it.
Secretary of Defense Tulsi Gabbard.
Oh, that would be good. Yeah,
she'd have to retire.
Experience.
She would have to retire from the reserves.
Well, okay.
But it's. I think she's got 20. I think she went in 2002. So I think she's got 20, so she could retire. But it would be a sacrifice for her to retire and take on SecDef.
Can she put that on hiatus? Can she like take a sabbatical?
Oh, yeah. She could go into IRR. She'd go into Individual Ready Reserve.
There you go. Yeah,
she could do that. Yeah, exactly, because she's a reservist. Okay. All right. Nikki Haley, Secretary of State.
Yeah, I'm not a big Haley fan, but okay.
I mean, she was ambassador to the UN.
Yeah, I know.
I think she was a
great
job
when she was there.
I think she'd do a good.
I think we need somebody that's
graciously conceded to Trump.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I heard Mike Pompeo's name thrown out last night too, and I'm going, man, I didn't even think of him. Yeah, he was not in the Trump camp at the beginning. So
let's set his name aside. Well, neither was Vance, right?
Well, that was a while back. That was when Trump ran in 2017.
Secretary of Reform Musk. We got to put him in there.
Yeah, he's already said he's going to save us a couple trillion. Yeah. So he's got my
vote. Homeland Security, RFK. Let's get him in there.
Yeah,
let's get him doing something.
So. Did you hear Trump's comments last night about him?
No.
Because hey, you can do anything you want, but just leave my oil alone. I love that. Don't be messing with my oil and my natural gas.
Or he could be Secretary of Interior because he's got experience with killing bears. So
yeah,
one of the two.
I think the guy's great. I love him in that he's taken the stand to I mean, his family's kind of written him off, and he's still making a stand with Trump. He thinks that's the way to go. And,
well, a lot of people think that.
Yeah.
Did he get the popular vote to Trump? I was looking at it.
He did.
Oh,
he did. Wow. Yeah. So
no
disputes on that one.
That's a mandate.
Yeah.
Okay, Attorney General Ted Cruz.
Oh no, he just won his Senate seat.
I know he's got a set. The governor can appoint.
You know a name that was thrown out last night that I heard that I think I heard from Trey Gowdy.
Mike Pompeo could be Attorney General.
John Ratcliffe. Remember?
Oh yeah.
He was NSA director for a bit there.
I like that. Yeah.
I like John Ratcliffe.
Okay.
He's a good guy. And I'm sure there's other guys out there too, but
Secretary of Interior, Ted Nugent.
Yeah. Yeah, we'd have to have the bleep machine on a lot, but yeah, he's that would be awesome.
Health and Human Services, Dr. Ben Carson. Put him in there, Mr. Trump.
Yeah, well, so
Dr.
he
Ben.
was the HUD guy.
He was like housing. Let's give him a promotion and get him.
Make him
health and
make him secretary or what is it? Surgeon General. That's kind of a I don't know if that's really that big of a. I'd rather see him in the cabinet than that would be
good. So my buddy Twerp, Air Force Secretary. Make her the Air Force Secretary. Just agree with me. Just shake it. North-South.
Sure. Okay.
Me for Secretary of the Army. North-South.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Would that be a promotion for you?
Oh
mean,
man,
right
no,
now
I'd have to
you're
actually work.
You're the
I take that back.
you're the
then,
head
yeah.
of your household, the king of your castle.
I take that back. I'd have to actually do some work.
Yeah.
Twerp would too.
You
Almost
you
said her
wouldn't
name.
be able to survive on the salary of a secretary of the army. All right, on to
Yeah. Okay.
let's move
Yeah.
on. Is that it?
Well, I had
So
my
far?
other buddy, Secretary of the Navy. That's it. That's it.
Cool. I like those.
Okay. Oh, so revisit our Trump 47 agenda, please. He said promises made, promises kept.
Yeah, I heard that.
So revisit our Trump 47. We had what, 6 or 7 segments? Like 35 things.
Yeah. And again, not to jog everybody's memory, but to jog your memory, in his first administration, he kept a lot of his promises.
Yeah. And he fought against, like in the second, after the midterm, he was fighting hard and still kept a lot of his promises.
Yeah. No war started. I love that.
He might be able to break up this North Korea Russia thing. I don't know, but he might be able to break it up.
Yeah.
To cripple Korea, but BRICS is gonna benefit North Korea and Russia. It will.
Yeah.
And I mean, what can you do? It's not like you can't go to war with them over economic. They can do whatever they want to do.
Right.
For trade.
Yeah. So let's pray for a good outcome in the House. And we got the Senate, and I don't know if that's increased. I know it was at 51 last night. I don't know if they're still.
Yeah, they were talking 54 or 55. I don't know.
Which I think would be awesome.
Yeah.
And again, let's hope that they can all get their act together and not squabble and get something done.
What about mercy for the never Trumpers? What do you think? Liz Cheney, Kinzinger.
Again, they were talking. She made a comment too on this article that I was reading, that she put her 2 cents in, that he's been elected, and I could care less what Liz Cheney thinks about. I think she just needs to, her and her dad. And I used to be a strong Dick Cheney proponent. I mean, I love that guy. When he was back in served as a Secretary of Defense.
Yeah.
And then he was
the same. Yeah.
I mean, I thought he was a good guy, but then he kind of showed his true colors when he was VP.
Yeah.
And then and now he's on the crazy train with some of these other guys. But they all have their own opinion, and I guess we'd be talking a different story if the outcome had been different. But those guys, I don't care. Their comments, like Pelosi, she's worthless to me. Go back to San Francisco. I would imagine that she probably won her district. I mean, she's entrenched there. She's queen of the castle. So
yeah.
But yeah, she needs to go away. She needs to retire.
Bye.
I saw a little picture last night of up Chuck Schumer and
were they crying, red Mitchell, eyes, crying.
Yeah, Mitch McConnell talking. I'm sure they were crying in their beer. So, yeah, these guys, whatever. What goes around comes around, and this is this is maybe some time for people to reflect on what they've said and some of the things that they've said, like calling people garbage, deplorables, and Nazis, fascists.
Hitler.
Go look those words up and figure out what they really mean, and realize that
I do not think it means what they think it means.
I do not. Yeah. But,
all right, folks, we're ecstatic. We're happy. We're looking forward to the end of a war.
Yeah, absolutely. Calmer things to come. So
yeah. Thanks a lot, folks.
We'll see you tomorrow. Take care.